There's a strange moment that happens in a person's life, a moment they rarely talk about, a moment they usually hide because it makes no logical sense. It's the moment when something good finally arrives, the thing they prayed for, the thing they dreamed of, the thing they convinced themselves they weren't lucky enough to receive. And instead of embracing it, instead of celebrating it, instead of letting it stay, they push it away. They sabotage it. They ruin it without even fully understanding why. Part 25 is about that moment. It's about the invisible, internal war between your conscious desires and your subconscious fears. It's about why you destroy the things you claim to want. It's about why you shut down when life finally opens up. It's about why you run when something real tries to stay. People call it self-sabotage. Psychologists call it fear of intimacy, fear of success, fear of abandonment, fear of vulnerability. But underneath all those labels lies a simpler truth. You don't trust good things, because good things have never stayed. Part 25 begins here. You push away good things because your body remembers things your mind doesn't want to revisit. Your nervous system remembers the pain behind every disappointment, every betrayal, every false start, every broken promise. So now, when something positive shows up, love, opportunity, safety, stability, your brain doesn't register it as good. It registers it as danger. Your system whispers, don't get comfortable, don't depend, don't hope, don't soften. Because hope was once a weapon. Because softness once got you hurt. You learned early that wanting something is the first step toward losing it. You learned that getting attached is the first step toward abandonment. You learned that opening up is the first step toward being broken. So now, even when something healthy arrives, the past screams louder than the present. Part 25 goes deeper. You push away good things because somewhere along the line, you internalize the belief that you don't deserve them. Not consciously, subconsciously. It's the quiet belief formed in childhood when love was inconsistent, unpredictable, or conditional. The belief formed when your needs were minimized, dismissed, or labeled as too much. The belief formed when the people who were supposed to protect you didn't show up in the ways you needed. Kids don't say, "My parent failed me." Kids say, "Something must be wrong with me." And that belief follows you into adulthood like an invisible shadow. If something good arrives, it must be a mistake. If someone loves me, they'll eventually realize their error. If life feels stable, chaos must be coming. If I open up, I'll get hurt. So you sabotage, not because you're weak, not because you're dramatic, but because you're familiar with pain and unfamiliar with peace. Part 25 reveals the hardest truth. You push away good things because good things feel unsafe. Not emotionally, biologically. To someone with trauma, chaos feels normal. Inconsistency feels familiar. Anxiety feels like home. And the nervous system will always choose the familiar over the healthy. You don't run from love. You run from the vulnerability required to receive it. You don't fear success. You fear the pressure of maintaining it. You don't fear happiness. You fear losing it. Part 25 explains this internal contradiction. You crave connection, yet you avoid closeness. You crave stability, yet you gravitate toward chaos. You crave love, yet you shut down when someone tries to love you. You crave belonging, yet you isolate yourself the moment someone gets too close. You crave change, yet you cling to patterns that hurt you. Why? Because your nervous system trusts what it knows, not what it needs. Part 25 goes darker. You push away good things because at some point in life, you learn that receiving means owing. You learn that affection comes with expectations. You learn that love comes with pressure. You learn that depending on anyone turns into disappointment. You learn that letting someone in turns into losing yourself. So now you protect your independence like it's oxygen, even at the cost of intimacy. You protect your walls even when they suffocate you. You protect your solitude even when it feels like loneliness. Because solitude may be painful, but at least it's predictable. Part 25 digs deeper into the psychology. When someone finally treats you with kindness, patience, softness, understanding, you don't relax. You tense up. Your mind tries to solve a puzzle that doesn't exist. What do they want? When will they change? When will the mask fall? Where's the hidden danger? Not because there is danger, but because danger was once the norm. You push away the good because the good feels unfamiliar, and what's unfamiliar feels unsafe, even when it's the very thing you've been longing for. Part 25 exposes another painful truth. You push away good things because being loved feels overwhelming. Genuine love requires being seen, and being seen requires vulnerability, and vulnerability feels like exposure, weakness, risk. You fear that if someone sees the real you, the messy you, the insecure you, the traumatized you, the not perfect you, they will leave. So you leave first, emotionally, mentally, or physically. You withdraw, shut down, nitpick, create distance, start fights, sabotage opportunities, disappear, or pretend you don't care. It's not rejection, it's protection. Part 25 explains the final layer. You push away good things because you're still healing. You're still operating from old wounds. You're still living with outdated emotional programming. You're still fighting battles that ended years ago. Your mind knows it's safe now, but your nervous system hasn't caught up yet. You're not self-sabotaging because you're broken. You're self-sabotaging because you've survived in ways that shaped your instincts more than your desires. The good news? Patterns created by trauma can be rewired. Fear can be unlearned. Trust can be rebuilt. Walls can come down. Love can become safe again. But none of that happens by forcing yourself to change. It begins by understanding why you are the way you are, with compassion, not shame. Part 25 ends with this truth. You don't push away good things because you don't want them. You push them away because you don't yet believe you're safe enough to receive them. Healing begins the moment you stop asking, "Why am I like this?" and start asking, "What happened to me that made this feel necessary?" Because once you understand the wound, you can finally stop living like you're still bleeding.